goes there? Beware, priest. I see wolves approach.
Who will be the hero and rescue this lost child?
And that was Dolven, ladies and gentlemen, RPG turn-based combat strategy game, courtesy of Covyne Entertainment. And here to talk to us is the principal developer and founder, Andrew. Andrew, what's going on, man? Yeah. Just a really quick mic check. Can we get a mic check?
Check 1, 2.
There you go. There
all
you go.
good?
All good with the
Beautiful.
levels? All right. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about Dolven here. We got an RPG in front of us.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things. We've got a lot of things to talk about. So Dolven is a turn-based RPG. So think games like XCOM or Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
And it's also got a card deck builder in it as well. So what you're doing is you're controlling characters on a grid, and you need to try and defeat the enemy. The game itself has a lot of elements to it. So there's card combinations. So for example, it has kind of like a poker element to it as well. So when you play cards, you can match them to get more mana to play more cards during your turn.
I like risk. I like to gamble.
Yes, so do
I'm
I.
terrible at it, but yeah.
So do
Okay,
I.
so it has that aspect to it as well. Also, a lot of strategy, I'm guessing, because it is turn-based.
That's right.
And we saw a little bit of the demo there. I mean, like, you have to go through certain bosses, dungeons, and whatnot, so you really need that mindset. So, if I may ask, what kind of audience would you say would you want to attract with Dolven here?
So we've seen quite a range of people come to our booths. We've done a couple of conferences. Fantastic conference, by the way, this one. Really enjoying it. And I love Singapore. The food's great. The people are great.
Let's go.
But yeah, so we're looking mainly at people who kind of like those games where it's not sort of like the fast twitch ones, like the action ones.
Right.
More people who like to sit down, think about it for a little bit, then play their turn. Also for people who don't have a lot of time, they can get in there, play a couple of moves, go and make a cup of tea or something like that, come back and off they go. We're finding a lot of younger people coming up to the booth, so you know, teenagers, younger people, and then also older people, you know, a bit more grey hair like myself, getting in there and having a go. So yeah, I'd say anyone who kind of likes that strategy element, the deep strategy, we've tried to make it so that it's easy to pick up quickly, but then there's a lot of depth to it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we got a lot to play. I definitely want to jump straight into it. So here we have Dolven, folks.
Yeah. So this is the main menu. We have got a tutorial video, but we'll skip that because I'll be your tutor for today.
Thank you. Got the best of the best teaching us about Dolven here, folks.
So what I thought we'd do is we'll jump into the quick play mode.
Okay.
Usually you have to go through the entire campaign to unlock this, but I've made a little trick so that we don't have to do that. And what we're going to do is we'll show you one of the rooms that we're playing.
Let's do it.
And it'll be one room within a dungeon. So Dolven is a dungeon crawler as well. You start off as a character, you customize that character, and then you go into it. So we're starting off in one of the rooms with all of our characters. Now there's a class system involved as well. So we've got the Guardian. He's pretty tough, doesn't do a lot of damage. We've got the Warrior. He does a bit more damage, a little bit less tough than the Guardian. The Rogue. The Rogue is a fair bit of damage, but a little bit, weak. And then you've got the Glass Cannon, the Mage.
I like that because they also had the Nemesis aspect of it, so it's kind of teaching you like, okay,
that's
this
exactly
is
right.
This is the paper to the rock.
That's exactly right, and that's very much like that and worth mentioning. Essentially, there's 3 archetypes within Dolven. So you've got your Intellect archetype, which is your Mage and Cleric.
Okay.
You've got your Strength archetype, obviously Warrior and Guardian, and then you've got your Dexterity, which is the Rogue and the Archer.
Okay.
Now, there is that paper, scissors, rock. So intellect beats strength, strength beats dexterity, dexterity beats intellect.
Okay.
So there's that kind of side. So you want to kind of take your rogues, for example, and try and kill off the mages and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for explaining that, and I'm excited to see how the matchups are going to go. So explain to me what we see. We see a board. We see a bunch of boxes. I see.
So what we're looking at here is essentially you have cards down the bottom. These are cards that you can play. I'll just click on one of the cards to show you basically what they're like. So you have a mana cost here. This is how much it costs to actually play the card.
Okay.
And you have a mana pool down here. Now with your mana pool, it increases by the turn count. So if you're on turn 2, you'll get 2 mana. Turn 3, you'll get 3 mana. Then you can play more cards as you go along. I'm a big fan of games like Tribute in ESO.
Oh wow! Okay.
And also, I play way too much Marvel Snap on my phone, things like that. So
on the toilet, on a stoplight, let's go
exactly
Snap.
Right. So. I like that sort of style of gaming. So that's your mana cost. Now we can't play this one at the moment because we only have 4. But we also have a rune count here on the top right. Now with the rune count, you can match on the pillars. So you play these blue ones on the pillars down here.
Okay.
Now one thing you'll notice also is also a description down here. So what this particular card does, it's a minus 15 defense to all enemy characters in the column. So you have columns here as well. See how they're all kind of located in a column?
Okay.
So if we play this card perhaps on this column, it'll affect all of the enemy characters in the column.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So there's that kind of side to it as well.
Right.
So they're your mercenary cards. They're played on the pillars down here. Now the other thing you can do with the runes is you can form hands. So think card combos.
Okay.
Right, there's a whole bunch of card combos you can play. Here's the sort of description of them.
This is the poker element you're saying.
This is the poker element.
Okay.
So we've got a pair. So this is obviously 2 runes of the same suit. Yep. There's 2 pairs. There's 3 of a kind. There's
Flush.
4 of a kind.
Okay.
Yep. There's a rune chain, which is basically like a straight.
Honestly, you got me at poker.
Yep.
All right, let's
high, straight, and all that sort of stuff. And there's a whole bunch of information about the different card strategies and class strategies in here as well to get right into. So what we do generally, and the other thing I should mention is there's also these spell cards. Now spell cards are actually played on the grid here, so they can do things like heal your character, damage the enemy, they can even change the environment. So if we're lucky enough, we might see one of those.
quick question. Who is that being? Right
All
there?
right, yeah, the big guy in the background. That's a good segue. So this is the wolf. We are in sort of midway through a dungeon at the moment. Now the werewolf has stolen a little child, and you're
What?
That's right. It's scary stuff. But basically, your goal is to try and retrieve the girl and save her.
Well, let's do it. I mean, that's
let's
crazy.
start kicking out. So basically, to start off with, actually, it's worth mentioning also the characters. Okay,
All right.
So there are these character classes. So we've got warrior, rogue, guardian, and mage. And so what we'll do is we can click on one of these and start moving them around. They all have action points. So you see in the top left-hand corner the blue bar. That's your action points. You get two action points for each character for each turn. So what we can do is we can start moving those around. So what I'm going to do, I've played this game a few times, by the way.
Shocker.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my tough characters, the guardians and the warriors up the front.
Centerboard control. I like it.
Yep. And then I'm going to move my my weaker
Squishy,
characters at the back, right? Now we are up against a mage,
two mages,
two mages, a warrior, and a guardian.
Okay.
So. We'll see how we go. All right, so I've used my action points that I want to use. I don't really want to use any cards at the moment. This one's a healing card, so it's probably no point. Worth mentioning also that we have range. So when I mouse over it, you'll see the range indicator come up. So the range characters can shoot further than the melee characters and so forth. All right, so we're all good there. Let's hit the end turn button and see what the boss has in store for us. So the boss is also playing cards. So he can play cards on your pillars as well. Form hands.
Yikes. And Dark Touch.
So he's used Dark Touch, which is a bit of a nasty one. And then hopefully you won't play any more cards. That's right. There are 0-cost cards that you can play. He's trying to whack down my warrior.
And you already hit your glass cannon back there.
That's right. So basically what he's trying to do is take out my warrior with his strong mages, and that's that kind of, paper, scissors, rock thing there.
Okay.
Now, unlucky for him, we've actually got a really nice card here. So this is Balin, right?
Okay.
So Balin, it'll give you a full armor for all characters in the column, which is really good. So I'm actually going to move this guy up because I reckon...
just so you can stack everyone up.
And in fact, I'm not even going to use that first. I'm going to use Takeshi. So Takeshi adds 4 points to your mana pool, which is also a very strong.
So you can stack it.
Yeah,
Great.
so I'm going to hit that down. Bang, that'll give me the mana. And then I'm going to use Balin, and he's going to buff all my characters.
There you go. All right.
And Drake copped it a little bit there. Was it Drake? Yeah, so Drake's my warrior. I'm going to heal him up, so I'll give him a bit of heal. Now, what we're doing here is we can start taking out some of these enemies. So I'm going to go after this zombie here because it looks like he's not real happy at the moment.
Okay.
Now, there's stuns as well, so we'll see if we can get a stun. Yep, we got one in. So he can't use that character next turn.
Nice.
That's if I don't
so
kill it
every
off.
character can actually do this. Like they could go for strike for strike.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So every character has the 2 action points that you can use for both of those. So hopefully we might see if we can take out this with another one. That's a AoE, and bang.
There. How you want to do this? Let's go. Yeah. Okay.
So that's the that's the that one down. Now I am completely out of action points. I've used all my mana. End turn, boss's turn.
One less thing to worry about. All right, cool.
Yeah, we'll see what the boss does. Hope he hasn't too much. Oh, so he's placed a trap, right? Now traps, you don't see where they are.
Oh no.
Okay, and he doesn't see where your ones are as well if you pull one of those cards. So I've got to be careful where I walk.
Interesting.
We'll see what he stunned my mage as well.
Oh no.
Oh, very
he's
close
really,
here. All right. Yeah, he's okay. He's getting a bit nasty now. Now he also taunts you. Just ignore him. All right.
No, we gotta taunt back.
That's right. All right, what do we got here? So we've got Cyriel, which will give you the minus defense. We've got Ignatio. That's not bad. We've got 2 in a column here. So let's throw down Ignatio, and that should take out a little bit of these mages' health. All right.
Okay.
So that's nice. And we're going to have to use... Oh, okay, we can't use this one. That's been stunned. So pretty much say goodbye to Etherus. All right, we've got Bastion. We'll see if we can take out a bit of... maybe even a stun, sword slash.
34.
Let's see what damage our rogue can do.
Okay.
That rogues are actually really good against mages, so yep, we took a fair bit of damage there.
Okay, one more hit, probably dead.
Yep.
But do you have enough?
We can actually come up here, and we might. We got the trap.
The trap was. Oh wow.
The trap was there. So
predicted that.
Yeah, he knew that. So all right. So that's pretty much all we can do. We can't use Etherus because she's stunned.
Yikes.
No more mana. Let's see what the boss does.
Let's see. It's brace for impact here.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, he's used the health card.
Oh no.
And he's going to get a pair. You watch him get a pair here. So he's got pair.
3/3.
He's got 3 3s. That gives him extra mana. Now hopefully he can't play any more.
So that's interesting. Once someone plays a card there, you can't occupy that space anymore.
You can actually. Yeah, you can't occupy that space. But then what happens is if the entire pillar group is full, it goes back to the discard pile. Okay. So you got your discard pile here, which kind of shows you all the cards you've played and things like that. Now, what's he got here? So, he's done something silly. I can actually get 3 of a kind here, so I'm going to do that. So this does -9 dexterity.
That helps, especially for range.
So let's do that. We'll get 3 of a kind. Thank you very much, Lee. So that gives us a rune triad. And see how we got more mana, and then we can play more. Now I've got this pretty cool card here which adds storm damage to my weapon. I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw it down on our 2-hander here. And how much health has he got? We might be able to take him out if we're lucky. What I might do is I might go down here and I might see if I can do a AoE attack. The AoE attack hits two of them at once. So, bang, yeah, nice.
Okay.
Cool. And then we'll see if we can take out this guy as well. Well, one more hit, I reckon. If I go here, try and whack him with my Guardian. Bang.
Oh, it's not done yet.
Nearly done. We'll try this one.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, what the heck? From behind?
From
Let's
behind.
go.
We got him.
All right.
And we got to get the chest.
Hey,
right, so we got our container.
trousers. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, there's a whole gear system as well. So you can bring up your gears. What have we got? Yeah, we've got some new pants. We can whack those ones on. That's always good to have a new set of pants.
That's always good.
We've got 2 of those, but anyway, maybe we'll save it for later. Yeah, so there's a whole stat system and everything like that in it. I think we're out of those, so let's hit end turn. See what the boss does. Hopefully he does not get a 4 of a kind.
Oh my god, if he gets a 4 of a kind, that's going to be crazy. It's a 4.
He's going to get the 2 down. Oh, he gets 2. That's
okay.
Right. That actually is one that hits everyone, so he's trying to take out my warrior there, which I think he's going to do. This is getting close.
It is. But at least Bastion still has a lot of health.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that too soon. But no, we're good.
We're good.
You have to end it now.
All right. So what okay.
Pyro.
Do you want to take a chance here?
Okay, let's take a chance.
We've got Torvus. Now Torvus creates a temporary lethal bottomless pit in the random tile in the column. All right.
Oh, we could just get rid of someone.
Yeah. So we've got 1 in 4 chance of killing this guy. Do you want to try it?
Why not? Okay.
Let's just do it.
Sure.
Come on.
I thought you want to try. Oh no! Go big or go home. I actually thought you wanted to play it there, the other side, but it's fine.
Oh, that was probably a better way to do it actually. But anyway, we'll see if we win it.
That's fine.
Chances are we're not going to win it.
Go big or go home, right?
That's right. What I'm going to do, these are 2. Oh, I'm actually going to move back here. I'm going to see.
Nice.
I'm going to see if I can survive. I'll see if I can survive. I really don't think I'm going to survive. But he's doing
Torvus?
the same card.
He's going to put it. It's going to be.
Oh.
No, that's fine.
That's all right.
I thought he was going to try and. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going to take me out. This is not going to be fun.
Ooh, that's fine. That's fine.
So that's one of the rooms in the entire dungeon. Now the demo, which is coming out at the end of this month on the 30th. That's an entire dungeon. Ooh. You start off with a character that you can customize, and then you get into puzzle rooms, and you start building up your characters and your team as you go through the game.
So tell me this: the deck that you had there, was that customized, or can you get customized?
Yeah, you can customize the deck. So let's go back to the main menu. Now they have these card decks, and basically with your
they're pre-cons, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, so you can go in there and you can add and remove decks. So eventually, what we're going to have as well, if you notice on say. We've got Salem here, who does 13 damage to all characters.
Wow.
And occurs once per turn for 2 turns. You can add and remove these from your deck, but you can also customize them. So we're going to have gem slots in there where it might reduce the mana cost.
Oh,
or it might increase the number of turns that it's used and things like that. So yeah, so if I can remove that, I can go in and say, rightio, add myself another card. This is quite a good one. Nixie, she does +1 action points to all players, so you get an extra action point each time.
Okay, so I actually want to ask that. So there's those gem slots there to modify.
That's right. Yeah, so as you go through the dungeons and you complete dungeons, you'll get gems that you can then customize your cards. One thing worth mentioning is also you'll need certain cards and certain sets of cards to complete dungeons. Yeah, so eventually we're going to have up to 16 dungeons, all with different biomes. Yeah, so about 20 hours of gameplay when the full game is done.
Because I'll be honest, like RPG is my jam. TCG is kind of daunting, especially with the PvP aspect. But this one with dungeons, and you take it at your own time.
Yeah.
And you can get sweaty with it as well, depending on what kind of build you want. That's right. I mean, I feel like the options are very endless. The poker aspect is really cool too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a really unique one. I can't wait. wish listing it? How can people stay intact with everything Dolven?
Yeah, look, wish listing is really important to us. So I think I'd love people just to jump onto Steam, type in Dolven, hit the wish list button. If you do that, you'll also get notified of when the demo is ready for download, which is on the 30th. And it's free, and it's an hour's gameplay. So you know, it's quite a good chunk of the game. And there's also a little bit of a twist at the end. So don't look at any streams, don't look at any any spoilers beforehand, because it's really exciting little ending.
My gosh.
So,
okay, guys.
yeah.
As Andrew said, folks, just wish list it. It means a lot to them, and it's quite unique. I'm definitely going to wish list it. Andrew, thank you so much for the time.
Appreciate
I can't
it.
wait for Dolven to launch the demo and the full package. But for anything else related to Dolven, any social medias you want to shout out?
Yeah, so if you go to our Steam page, just go to the Discord channel there. There's a link. Click that, jump in. We're really big on feedback. In fact, one of the cards in the game came from feedback.
Oh, wow.
Very
community-driven.
Yeah, in our channel. And so jump in there, talk to us about it, tell us how you felt. And yeah, we love making the game as exciting and a great experience as we can for people out there.
Nice.
Yeah,
and on that note, folks, please check out Dolven on Steam. Check out their Discord as well. Just support them. It's a very unique card game. RPG with the card game elements.
That's right.
To it.
Yes.
So there it is. I'm just into the poker aspect, to be honest. But there's that. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break here over at the Indie Wavemakers stage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.